Good evening. Campaigners have described it as all pain, no gain, but now officials in Buckinghamshire are calling on the government to minimise the impact of the controversial high-speed rail line HS2. A series of requests to limit the effects of the railway have been endorsed by the County Council. They include more tunnelling, a new relief road and designated areas to be protected. Our political reporter Helen Catt has more.
If the HS2 project remains on track, high-speed trains could be running through Buckinghamshire from 2026. That's not what local authorities want, but if they can't stop the line, they at least want to lessen its possible impact and have come up with a list of demands for government. Firstly, they say tunnelling shouldn't stop at Little Missenden. They want the track to stay underground through the Chilterns to Wendover at an estimated cost of £200 million. Further up the line, they want a linear park to provide a sort of green buffer between Aylesbury and the train route. And in the north of the county, they want a country park and a new station, not on this line, but on the east-west rail link. The idea is to stop workers at a planned HS2 maintenance depot at Calvert from clogging up nearby roads.
We think these are the minimum we should be accepting if we're going to have HS2 through the Buckinghamshire countryside, whether you're in Calvert, whether you're in Steeple Clayton, whether you're in Aylesbury, Wadston, or whether you live in Wendover and the Chilterns. We want to see the very best protection, because if this is a national piece of infrastructure that's going to cost something like £50 billion, then we think spending a little bit on protecting the communities that are affected is money well spent.
The councils are clear they've not changed their overall position on HS2 though. The best result, they say, would be if the line just wasn't built at all.
Helen Catt with that report, and Helen is with me now. Helen, how likely is the council to get its demands over this?
Well, it's hard to say, Jerome. The plan has got the support of more than 25 organisations, and they describe what they're asking as non-negotiable. Of course, the thing with negotiations, though, is that you need two sides. There's no saying that the government is going to think the same way about them. The ideas are going to be put forward this Thursday. They'll eventually go to a committee of MPs who will decide what should and should not be done. Worth remembering, though, that anywhere along the route can do this, not just Buckinghamshire. There's likely to be a lot of places asking for just this sort of mitigation.
And flooding is starting to be talked about now in the same breath as HS2.
It is, yes. In the recent floods, the Willows and Aylesbury was particularly badly affected. Now, the Aylesbury MP, David Liddington, has said he's worried that building HS2 could make flooding worse in the county, and he's not the only one. Another Buckinghamshire MP, Cheryl Gillan, has also said similar. So I asked Martin Tett, the leader of Buckinghamshire County Council, earlier today whether he was also concerned, and he said yes, he does share that worry, and also that they have demanded that a full flooding risk assessment is carried out. A spokesman from the project has told the BBC that the track itself is designed to remain operational during a 1 in 1,000 year flood.